All right, so I'm sure this is probably going to be like, I'm sure I probably already made probably 2 or 3 of these videos already, like kind of a starter video on my channel. Sorry, the lighting's kind of bad. I'm in my garage, but I figured I'd make this video again. It's kind of as, I'm just gonna kind of call it the first official, I guess, video on my channel. I'm basically just gonna kind of go over my truck that I have here, kind of basically where it started, where it's at now, kind of history of it, and the kind of just the plans I have for it. And then it's kind of going into what this channel is going to be about, and kind of what I'm trying to get into. The channel is mainly going to be just me building my truck, and eventually buying other trucks in the future. I'm basically just into vehicles. I'm a crazy diesel enthusiast, so I'm just into anything diesel and just anything fast, you know, sports cars, anything like that. But getting into this real quick, so this is my 2015 2500. Originally it was owned by my dad. He bought it in 2015, or no, he bought it in 2018. Had, I think, 30,000 miles on it when we first bought it. Now it has, I want to say, I think last time I checked out, yeah, now it has 116,788. So I would say still relatively low miles in my mind for being a 2015 4th gen. I mean, I think most of them nowadays have at least 150, if not 200,000 miles on them. But my dad did a great job taking care of it. All that I have done to it for right now is, let me pop the hood here. Not much. It's still basically damn near bone stock. I hope this camera angle is good. Let's see here. Oh. Lighting's gonna be really bad. Let me grab a flashlight here, actually. All that I've done to it is just, for right now, tune and deleted. Damn it, flashlight doesn't work. Hang on. It's all it's done right now is it's tuned and deleted with the SPLab or SPE lab, whatever you want to call it. EGR block off or delete plates. It's got a 4-inch, and I'll show you guys all this too. I'm not going to tell you, I'll show you guys too. 4-inch turbo back straight pipe through SPE lab as well. So yeah, so I'll show you guys. So it's got, so I know it's going to be really hard to see. I apologize for the poor video quality this is going to be, but yeah, so it's got the SPE lab, EGR block off plates. Soon, kind of trying to zoom in here. Soon I'm gonna get an EGT probe so I can start monitoring EGTs. That's like one thing I really can't monitor right now. With the monitoring app I have, I can monitor just about anything besides that right now. So I'm gonna get one of those soon, hopefully. Got their, like I said, obviously their block off plate. Got their performance intake horn. I will say, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but I've had some problems with that. Because I also have their, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it right now, but I also have their, I don't know if you can see it there, the black. I have their performance, or their, I guess they're just in general, their grid here delete kit. And I will say, and I have noticed that ever since I got that done, I don't know if it's just this intake horn specifically, or if it's just all of SPLab's ones, or or all of the intake horns that they sell. But I've noticed that on my truck, especially if I'm at low RPM and low boost, if I all of a sudden, like, let's say I'm at like 1300 RPM or even lower than that, if I go to like roll into it rather aggressively, the turbo will start surging. Like, it'll feel like I'm like stepping on and off the gas. It'll start surging. But as long as I'm at high RPM, it doesn't matter. But I do notice that it's not really a big deal since I don't run this thing at low RPM anyway, because you shouldn't be doing that. But I do notice that even, I mean, there's a few times where it'll do it at high RPM, but rarely. But I do notice that. But so yeah, I got their EGR delete kit, their intake horn, grid here delete kit. I got an SMB. Color intake. It's worked, obviously all this stuff's worked great. I've had no problems with this truck. I still do have the factory whole set 60 millimeter compressor and turbine turbo, the factory VGT turbo. I tried to remove the silence ring. If anyone knows, these turbos come factory with a silence ring on them. I tried to remove that the other day, and that didn't work. Well, not that it didn't work, I just couldn't get it off. I didn't have the right tools for it. But soon I'm gonna hopefully get The BD Screamer 64.5 mil, 64.5 mil compressor, 70 mil turbine, dropping VGT. Hopefully gonna get that one soon, and then eventually I am gonna non-VGT swap it. Let's see what else though. Before I get into my plans, what else do I have done to this thing? Deleted intake, colder intake horn. For tuning, I'm using, hang on, give me a second. Sorry if this video is like really fucking boring. I don't know, first video on YouTube, trying to start something here. For tuning, I've got the EZ-Link Auto Agent 3. I've got their 5-position switch on the fly switch. It's a 0 to 200 horsepower. I usually just daily it on tune 2 or 3, which is I think tune 2 is I think plus 30, and I think tune 3 is plus 80. It does just fine. I mean, this tuning is really, really clean. Basically, unless I'm like wide open throttle, like laying into it like there's no tomorrow, there's hardly any smoke at all. I mean, even then when I do lay onto it like hard, very minimal smoke, very, very clean tuning. The tuning does have a low boost fueling on it, which is kind of weird. So that's kind of weird why it's so clean. And I kind of wonder if that's why I have surge, because I wonder if there's something going on with the fueling that it's like surging and trying to keep it from smoking. I don't know, but yeah, so like I said, I have surging, and then the tune has low boost fueling on it, which helps a lot to spoil that turbo at that low RPM, even though I have the factory VGT, but just still. And then what else do I got going on here? So I don't have a monitor yet. I hope to get the Edge Insight CTS3. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on that lately about it, that some guys love it, some guys hate it. I don't know. I mean, currently I'm using my EZ-Link app to monitor stuff. But the problem with that, and I guess even if I get an Edge Insight, I really can't monitor EGTs unless I get a specific aftermarket probe for it and connect it to an aftermarket gauge. But I plan to eventually get the Insight Edge eventually, hopefully, maybe soon. I don't really know. EZ-Link works fine for right now, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Obviously I'm not pushing crazy power yet, so it really doesn't matter all that much. I'm definitely gonna get EGT probing gauge soon, so I can start to monitor that and get used to that. Let's see, what else? I got, not that it's performance or anything, but I got the Uniden R4 radar detector. My buddy has the same one as well, and I think me and him are gonna plan to probably upgrade to the R8s in the next couple of years. The R4, it works just fine though. I mean, I really don't mess with it. I let it just sit there and buzz and just ding the whole time. I don't really care. What else? I don't really have an upgraded sound system. I've got a factory, it's a factory Alpine 9-speaker sound system. I think it's a 8-inch sub in the rear, 1 8-inch sub in the rear. I mean, it sounds really good. I'm gonna get subs eventually, but for right now, it sounds really good for factory. And then other than that, I mean, I got bed cover. I got that from Real Truck. It's their soft tri-fold gator or something. I don't know. It's some soft tri-fold bed cover. It was like, I want to say it was like $500. It wasn't terrible. And then really the last thing I have right now, I don't know how y'all gonna be able to see this, but the last thing I have, now it's not polished. I don't have that much money, but I got the full, like I said, full 4-inch. Oh, hang on, let me get the orientation right. Full 4-inch turbo back straight pipe from SPE Lab as well. Oh, and then I forgot about that, yeah. So I've got the RevMax deep dish transpan. So that's a nice addition to have. I like having that, and I do unfortunately still have the factory thermal bypass. I plan to upgrade that here soon. I mean, I don't really need it, so I'm not pushing a lot of power right now, but it's nice to have that for anyone who knows the problems with that, or the problem that's known for having. And also, along with my tuning, I do also have TCM tuning. It doesn't do much. All it does is just, I think it raises the line pressure to 170, and then I think it just kind of re-gears, I guess, erases the TCM's memory from factory to allow just smoother operation. But with that pan, so I initially was going to do, back a few months ago, I was initially going to put a RevMax performance valve body and billet channel plate on there, and that ended up not working out. I don't know what happened with that. I still have the body, or the valve body and channel plate, but I ended up putting it on there, and I ended up having problems with it. I don't know exactly what happened. I mean, I tried multiple times to put it on there, and I just couldn't get it to work. I eventually had to take my truck to a local shop near my house, and they ended up just taking the performance one out, putting the old one back in, and now it works just fine. So even they really couldn't tell me what was going on. It could have been user error, could have been, you know, just whatever. I don't really know. But I plan on putting performance valve body back on here again at some point, and probably raising the line pressure as well. The deep dish pan though, I mean, it works great. I mean, my temps on my transmission stay super low. I mean, even on the highway when I'm cruising 85, 90 mile an hour sometimes, I mean, my temps don't go over. My trans temp never goes over about 175, so it stays pretty cool the whole time. And then what else? That's really it mod-wise I have now. For the future, I'm gonna keep it plain and simple. I mean, I just honestly, I didn't really have a specific build plan for this truck, to be honest. Oh, and the mirrors, don't mind the mirrors. I tried to buy some, I bought some OEM style mirrors on, I think it was like Amazon or some website I shouldn't have bought them from, and I tried to color match them myself and it did not work. So I plan to get probably some actual properly color matched mirrors from Boost Auto Parts, hopefully here soon. I'll see it. I took the steps off as well. This, I feel like, you know, truck is not leveled yet at all. I'm gonna get leveled and get done soon. But I took those off, just better look in my mind. But for future plans, honestly, I plan to do a second gen swap eventually one day. Full 5-inch turbo back, probably do a 8-inch axle dump. I'm not really sure what my exact exhaust setup is gonna be, but I plan to do second gen swap. Probably obviously start off with the S200 and eventually do an S400. I plan to do, obviously, head studs, CCV, you know, reroute or removal, whatever you want to call it, billet valve cover, you know, fully upgraded valve train, you know, basically the full 9 yards for a typical built Cummins, basically built motor, you know, built top end, built bottom end, second gen swapped. For now, I plan to run a, once I get the money to, I plan to run a built 68 RFE kit from Randy's, and then I eventually plan to do a full built, probably like stage 3 or stage 4, built 48 FMVB swap on this truck. I don't really have a specific plan for this truck on like the exact build I'm wanting to go for. Right now, I think that's one. Right now, I want to just keep it as just kind of a nice, just clean, reliable, but fast daily driver. Eventually, I may do a full build. I'm not sure. That's really gonna be it for this video. Yeah. Eventually, so I mean, eventually I'll have more power on this thing. It'll be more fun. Suspension wise, I'm probably eventually gonna do full powder coating, full lift kit, like, you know, the whole 9 yards. You know, your typical built Cummins, basically. I'm sure y'all can, you know, figure out what that means over time. That's probably gonna be it for this video. I'm sorry if it was boring. I just felt like kind of putting the first video out there. I hope to get more involved in social media here soon. I already am on my TikTok. For anybody who sees this video, if you want to check out my TikTok, it is it should be at JWBird, at all lowercase JWBird 6, I think _7 or something like that. You guys can go over there and check out some of the content I posted on there. Not crazy a lot, but just some random stuff here and there whenever I get bored, basically, for now. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope to get more involved in social media here in the future, and hope to maybe start a career in content creation, kind of like Gabe Farrell and all those other guys out there, as this is my passion. Currently, I'm going to trade school right now for this stuff, and hopefully I'll get to learn way more then. That's it. So I guess hope you all enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Like I said, if you guys want to go check out my TikTok, so that'll be it. So I'll see you guys next time.